My name is Kaggwa, or Bena. I'm a creative designer of fashion accessories, and for the last 20 years I've been suffering from multiple health conditions, but especially all related to my back.
When did you start getting ill?
About over 20 years ago, maybe around, during my preteen years. That's when I started feeling a lot of back pain, chronic back pain, which progressed over the years. During that time when I was in my preteen years, I remember making repeated visits to the doctors, trying to find out why I was having back pains and backaches.
Okay.
Yes.
What did the doctors tell you?
They carried out a number of imaging tests to establish whether maybe I had a slipped disc, because I remember falling a few times, when you're playing. So maybe we thought probably I might have had a major fall. So, but after doing the imaging tests, several x-rays and so forth, they established that my discs were in place, my backbone was okay. I've also had other ailments which have somewhat treated successfully, others not much. There's a time when I had osteomyelitis, which is a bone infection that was treated successfully. Thereafter also I was diagnosed with fibromyalgia, which wasn't fully treated, so the symptoms still persist to date. And I've also undergone a surgery for some gynecological reasons. So those are some of the ailments I've had to suffer with.
What is your feeling about all these?
It's been very frustrating. It's been very frustrating because at some point I had to lose my job because of being too ill to work. So I had to take some time off work, get treatment, and then hopefully I'll go back to work. But of course, things don't always work out the way you plan. I have a sister who was suffering from a chronic illness for over 5 years. But when she went to India, she was fully cured, and now she's back to normal. So I thought probably the same can work for me. Locally, I have tried so many specialists over the years. I have seen physiotherapists, I've seen a rheumatologist at one point who diagnosed me, of course, with the fibromyalgia. I've seen a gynecologist, an orthopedic surgeon, bone specialist. At one point, recently I also saw a neurosurgeon. So I've seen so many doctors over the years. I've spent a lot of money, time, of course, which has interfered with my secular life, my social life. So I think it's time for me to seek help out there, and see if it can work. And in terms of arrangements, we are in the process of getting approval from the NHIF so that I can get overseas treatment in India. And then at the same time, we are arranging a fundraiser. We've also sent out a medical appeal to family, friends, and well-wishers to try and raise funds for this venture.
As you go to India, then what do you expect? What are some of your expectations? What do you really wish to get from India?
Of course, the ultimate or the ideal situation is for me to go and come back completely healed, like my sister. But I could settle for at least having a conclusive diagnosis of what exactly is causing all these symptoms that are somewhat systemic. They affect different parts of my body. So once I have a conclusive diagnosis, then I can have proper treatment. I'm sure the treatment will be long-term, but at least I'll be working towards a certain goal of regaining a measure of, or attaining, not really regaining because I've never really had it, attaining a measure of normal health. The approximation of the cost, total cost of everything involved, the travel processing, of course, the treatment and checkup in India, and accommodation and all that, is a little over 2.5 million. But our target to raise, we're targeting to raise maybe around 2 million.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just to appeal to the members of the public, of course, including family, friends, well-wishers, to thank also those who have already sent their donations. I really appreciate, even those who have given moral support. Of course, some are not maybe in a position to give financial aid, but they have been a help emotionally and physically also. So I like to extend my gratitude to them. And for those who may wish to support me in this journey, because it's going to be a long journey, I would appeal to them that they can do so, because I intend to, hopefully, if everything goes on well, I intend to travel end of February.
Okay.
Yeah.